Hello, hello, hello. A little late. My bad. Slept through my alarm. I'm here though. They're starting draft right now. Got to put an announcement so everybody knows we're here. Okay, they're already in the draft. As you can see, there's a Lulu band coming out from Bilgewater immediately. Demacia gonna come through with the fizz. Kane is the next band. That's for their top. I believe their top laner in Demacia only plays Kale and Kane. Um, Caitlyn taking off from Arcane Havoc. And here comes the third band. Mel will be taken away. Demacia gonna ban Kale here. Okay. Let's see. What do we have for our first pick? Volibear. So I believe Mariah Carey is subbing in for Jaboy J Money today. Let me double check though, make sure that he's actually here. Okay, yes. Emilio is going to be first pick for Demacia. Let's see what 80 carry they pair with it if they do choose to pick an 80 carry here. Yorick coming in. I imagine that's top lane. I don't think it'll be jungle, but Jinx is going to be the answer for Bilgewater. And let's see what they choose to do with this third pick here. So Hemi Neutron gonna take the Ziggs here. So his champion pool doesn't get pinched. And Rise will be the mid lane pick answer. Let me pull up the rosters really quick here. So we got Hockey Boys on Demacia, Dandelion the captain, Ontario Beetle who's usually the 80 carry, Sua, who usually plays mid or top. I think he plays top. And then Synopsy, who's the jungle. So it doesn't look like they picked the jungle yet. Could still be Yorick, I guess. Olaf is going to be a ban coming out for Demacia. That's for Legend, who is on Bilgewater. Captain for Bilgewater is Hemi Neutron. Tahala is playing support. Arcane Havoc playing AD carry. And then Bauer, Mariah Carey, is subbing in for Jaboy J Money in the jungle. Zaya taken away. And then Olaf and Thresh coming out. And no Tahala had a Thresh like that. Alright, let's see what they take away here. Jarvan, okay. So they think the Yorick's going top 2. They pull out a jungle ban there. Surprised they didn't take away Vi or something like that. The Synopsy guy likes to play Vi, I think. Oh, it still says XD. Whoops. Those aren't real, guys. Those aren't real. Alright, Vayne is going to be the AD carry. Vayne Melio versus Jinx, and let's see who they pick support here. Nautilus. Portrait is not loading, but that is Nautilus. And the answer into what is most likely Yorick might just be the Volibear, actually. We might see a jungle pick come out. I think Volibear will be top lane. I was wrong, guys. I was wrong. My bad. Whoops. Shen top. Volibear jungle. I don't know if Mariah Carey jungles that much. Honestly, though, I don't know about this. I feel Volibear's been inting in every single game we've seen in BoozeBash this tournament. I don't know. It's like a curse. So maybe the prediction shouldn't be who wins, but how many deaths Volibear gets. Prediction is up in the chat. Alright, let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win? Bilgewater on the blue side, Demacia on the red side. We are getting into champ select right now. We'll have a quick spectator delay. And so I'm going to go get water so I can wake up. Be right back.
To the briny steep.
The weak fear the shadows.
Fear control.
Shall I turn in my badge and rifle as well?
My countermeasures are ready, even if you are not.
I see you lack judgment.
I promise.
Fine. I'll stay over here, sharpening my feathers.
I say. Who dares defy my will?
Alright, I'm back. Eventually I'm gonna have to put together a lamp. My lamp broke in my room, guys. Some real paranormal activity kind of shit. Just kept flickering over and over. Kind of scary. Bills, well, I'm hoping we pick Kenneth Grant, because that'd be cool to just buy a jersey that says Grant on it, but I don't think he'll be there for us. So Malachi Starks, I'm hoping. But I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow's the NFL draft, guys. Tune in. Not here. I think there might be a game tomorrow. Let me double check. Tomorrow, 8 p.m., Sharima versus Crystal Scar. I will not be casting that one, guys. Sorry. And everyone comes out in the masses to watch me cast. Thanks for that. Alright, so prediction's still up. 10. Who put the 10? Who put the 10 on Bilgewater? Come on, guys. Let's get some anything. Please. Yeah, I'm about to bet 10 on Bilgewater too. Another 10. Yeah, I'm getting a part of that. 10. Looking at the comps, do I think Bilgewater wins? I'm not sure. I would take Bilgewater over Demacia here, I think. Just based on, I think Bilgewater champs are a little bit easier. So that's what I would be doing here. That's who I will be picking, so I'm voting with my heart here when I put this 210 onto Bilgewater. We are in a spectator delay. Maybe we can who plays Rise on Demacia? It's gotta be Hockey Boys. Let's see if we can get some Lawble action in right now as the prediction comes to a close. What are we thinking? Who we type in? We'll start with somebody in the game. Let's go Volibear. Alright, they use mana. They're a male before 2011. Not jungle or top. Not a god. Not a spirit. Not melee. Ranged, male. Mousehar. Not middle, so 80 carry, jungle support. Options. Human, I'm assuming, not Void Being. I can't think of a ranged Void champion. That's in 2010. Sharima or Void, so I'm assuming it's Sharima. Is Cog a Void Being? That would make sense, I guess. There you go. Alright, good guess, good guess. Molten, thank you. I forgot that he's Void. Alright, good job there. Let's get this quote going. If I command the rivers to flow backward, they shall. We are loading into the game soon, though. So hurry up here, guys. Kiana. Okay, give me just 1 second. Because I do want to get the game on. I can't type. Kiana, good guess. Merrick coming through. Want a co-caster? Yeah, sure. Get in here, Jord. We will get to the rest of that sometime during the stream. Alright, so there we go. Taking a look. We got Sua and Swain. It is a Yorick jungle. Okay. I forgot the, Swain being the last pick. Whoops. I think I missed Swain being the last pick. I don't, did I say anything about that? I don't think I did. Okay. York jungle, Swain top, Rise mid. These can probably interchange, Rise and Swain. We'll see what happens there. Gonna be Ziggs mid though. If Hockey Boys goes top instead of going mid though, Ziggs is, Neutron's gonna be in the trash talk. Oh, yeah, I'm not on the call, I don't think. Hello, Jord. Hey.
Hey, Grant, how's it going?
Having a blast. Yeah, if like I was saying, if Hockey Boys goes top here and doesn't go mid against Heavy Neutron, we're gonna see some trash talk of epic proportion in the trash talk channel. We got pings immediately coming out here.
Oh, is it Hockey Boys trying to avoid Himi? Is that what's going on?
Potentially, we don't know yet. We don't know.
You can never lose to Himi and be humiliated to all BoozeBash if you just never actually play against.
Uh-oh, Hockey Boys. Okay, looks like he's going mid. So. Okay, Yorick's here. And Neutron taking a beating to Hala. Oh, that one's going unchecked in a fool later this week.
What happened to all your... You don't have, like, the scoreboard at the top or nothing?
I turned it off just in case there's a fight.
Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you press A, it goes into, like, team fight mode or whatever.
Can you fast forward it all the way to 5?
Yeah, I'll get you there.
'Cause right now I'm at 121, 22.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so they tried the bush cheese there. Ontario Beetle and Dandelion. Didn't work. There was a ward. Good ward from Arcane Havoc. And so we are going to be laning normal. Bash. Who's the JaVale McGee? I don't know, but remember when JaVale McGee dunked on 2 rims at once in the dunk tournament? That was sick. Okay, we got a hook immediately coming in here. Arcane Havoc and Ontario Beetle beating each other up, so neither of supports really getting into that fight besides the hook initially. And it's about, I would say, trade goes in favor of the blue side. Obviously, once taking the healing into account, it's probably a long-term win for Demacia, but
yeah, it's interesting seeing Vayne being played against Arcane Havoc. It's Arcane Havoc's old main champion there. If he loses to a Vayne, that is going to be like instantly tilted for the rest of the series. So that's a pretty good strategy.
I'm surprised he took it over the Jinx because he's either usually Caitlyn or Vayne, but
early gank coming in here from Yorick. Arcane Havoc is not going to be happy about this.
He's dead. Can you get a kill before going down? No.
Alright, well, Jungler's getting things done on both teams here. Mid actually going down. Hockey Boys getting taken down by the Bauer brothers gank mid lane.
See the tail end gank there. Mariah Carey already making his presence known here in the Hextech game. Subbed in for an Arcane team.
The synergy between this mid jungle duo is incredible. It's like they've known each other their whole lives or something.
All right, someone start singing the brother song from Lion King, Mufasa. Okay, Shen gonna go in for a taunt here onto Su. We're gonna take some damage. Swaying no mana to fight back.
The Shen had one more empowered auto. I think he should have just gone for it. Those Shen empowered autos early on are just ridiculously overpowered damage.
Yeah, they hurt.
Swing taking a really greedy starting item with the Dark
Yeah.
Seal.
I don't know about that one. I feel like Swain dies a lot.
I feel like he has really bad mana issues
Look who's back.
early on
Mariah
too.
Carey.
Getting the slow off Hemi Neutron. Big damage coming through from Hemi.
Chunks him out hard there. Hemi Neutron
Oh, that Q hit.
looking to continue after Mariah Carey goes to the scuttle.
The hook onto Vayne, but the traps do not come down quick enough. Despite dying bot lane, Mayo is finding a little bit of a CS lead here. Oh man. Yeah, Hemi's Ziggs is like, I think just Ziggs in general is just so obnoxious to play into.
Now look at him.
The bombs.
Hockey boy's running for his life.
The bombs just like randomly are just hit you from like just the way they bounce is you can actually just like straight up bounce over your head even.
Yeah. Very rare, I think. It depends on the like how far away they are when he throws it.
Right.
Usually it's not bouncing over you. So Swain did back and TP. So did Shen. So back on the map with some items. There's a Doran's ring coming from Swain. Yeah, I'm not sure how much value he's gonna end up getting out of the Dark Seal, but it is a kind of a weird start. We've got the Void Drop spawning soon. Swain gets a ward.
I'm a firm believer of always buying Dark Seal on every AP champ. No matter what. Just because it's at worst it's gold efficient, and at best it's the best item in the game for its cost. Just don't ever upgrade it to Magi's.
I see. So Nautilus moves up here to help with the Void Grubs. York is going to be hitting the jungle, the dragon down here. 80 carries left to fend for themselves, so it's going to be a trade right here of objective. I mean, Neutron getting some poke onto Rise, who is going to fight back.
I wonder if maybe we could ult this dragon. If you knew about it, it might have been worth an attempt. Right, Blade, I would have killed it. You had no smite on the York.
I wonder, he must have smited early.
Who are you favoring team comp wise this game?
I'm a firm believer in if the comp is easier to execute, they will most likely win. And I think the Bilgewater comp is pretty straightforward.
That's Bilgewater all the way.
Yeah.
Yep, I kind of agree with that. I feel like Rise is really difficult to have a big impact on. And into this kind of team with all this
now York's
CC.
back.
Oh,
Vayne Flash not quite up, doesn't matter though. Gonna be able to walk out of the little arena there, but they get a good chunk there onto Bilgewater.
yeah. York's spending a lot of time down here still. Mariah Carey's looking for a
There
cheeky
are a
gank
lot
onto the
of pings
Swain.
coming here onto top side. Swain does have Flash, gonna pop the ult early. Legend looking to chase him down.
When's the taunt coming through?
We're gonna get the
There it is, he didn't flash.
Oh no.
What? Oh
Flash
no.
backwards.
Yeah, that was a really greedy hold of the flash, and then to use it anyways, that was
Yeah, really
interesting.
ill-advised time to flash there, I will say, and ill-advised direction. I mean, Neutron though getting ganked here.
I mean,
by
using his
Sanasi.
W for damage, it doesn't have it to get out. It has
Gonna
to
flash
flash.
over the wall. York's gonna chase after him. Doesn't have his W since he used it for damage. He's running for his life. Look at them waddle away. Shen ult is coming
Shen
in.
ult.
Potentially going to see
Oh,
turn
maiden.
back around.
The maiden picks up the kill. Fade away. York lets his maiden clean up his mess for him. The
You
Shen
gotta
almost
wonder if
saving
he
the
didn't
day
turn
there.
around to like maybe throw one more bomb. Maybe he lives.
Yeah, the one thing Timmy likes to do is throw the satchel charge out for harass, and that's it works. But when you don't have that satchel charge, you are very easy to get onto. If you had
Yeah, he's
saved
pretty
it,
far away from
you
his
would have.
tower too. I feel like if you're just standing in mid lane, like taking trades, it's fine. But not when you're that far away from your tower.
Yeah, it's like sort of the same idea as when you play Hwei, is you want to have either W or E up at all times for defense. And if you use them both and they go in on you and you don't have them, it's like the only time you're in big trouble.
Mariah Carey is putting on a clinic with these ganks as he gets another kill top lane.
Yeah. Yeah, both junglers finding a lot of success here. 2 kills, 0 deaths.
Void grubs are coming
Yeah.
out soon. Let me get that turn.
Mariah Carey going back with 2,000 gold in the bank.
Yeah, it has a cosmic
bought
drive
off.
already.
He's bought a cosmic drive.
You got the void grubs
Yeah,
coming up. Already up here. There's pink ward onto it. They got the
Maybe. Has the satchel charge. He's good to go.
Catch out. Hemi neutron
Fucking
here. The
wall.
arena gotta stop him. He's gonna do as much damage as he can before he goes down. But great gank there before the void grubs spawn.
In those situations, I think it's better to use a satchel charge and blow them backwards away from you. If you had done that, I don't think they were going to catch him, but...
Maybe looking for a dive on the vein here. As Emilio is topside helping with the void grubs. Didn't need to be up there after they got the kill, but chose to stay up there. And Vane's
Is this
gonna
the
sit
Vane
under the
outplay?
tower. Mariah Carey.
Who approved
Using
this
the
sub? I want to
map
know.
awareness, the macro there to be aware that Emilio's still topside, did not run back down, and they get the dive off on the Vane.
Yeah, Mariah Carey realizes that this is possibly his last League of Legends BoozeBash series of all time, so he's putting on a big show. He's expecting to have a kid very soon, and it's going to be way too busy for silly games.
Yurkos walks under the tower and autos the Shen instead of the tower. And gets taunted. Not advised.
Right.
Survived these.
Yeah, there's no jungle here, so it should be an easy smite for the Volley Bear.
Still smites a little bit early, but they are going to get it. There's a flash forward from Ontario Beetle.
Arcane
Here it comes.
Havoc.
Let's see, Legend comes in with the Shen taunt. Can Volley Bear enter this fight, though?
Volley Bear is going to eat them alive.
Can he be getting onto the Emilio? He doesn't have flash. He doesn't have ult. He's just gonna
Maybe
come
bit off
back
a little
and
more than they could chew. Alright, Bilgewater, maybe mistake here, overstaying a little too long.
Yeah, they
York
take that
picks
fight
up
at the
another
end.
kill.
I think they just
And
had
on
to,
top of
kinda
that,
walk
even
it
with
out.
the positive outcome for Demacia, Swain was not there, just pushing top. He should be staying and taking that first tower, right? I would be.
It
I'd die for
definitely
that
should.
first
Shen's
tower.
still dead. There's no TP, but he's just
I
gonna
do
walk
not
away.
like backing there. That should have been a first tower, I believe. But either way, I mean, Demacia didn't even have Swain there. He's pushing top, got 4 plates, and they still came out on top. We got the shutdown. Yeah, the Vayne getting the shutdown too. Like, that's a little scary.
York monstrous this game. Volley Bear monstrous. Battle of the junglers right now.
Oh man, this Shen is getting all the taunts, all the damage.
Yeah, Legend's gonna take the taunt.
Swain ulting. Maybe in trouble here. Why? I don't think he needed to flash away.
And Swain just does not have enough to kill him. Mariah Carey's up here though.
Oh, Mariah Carey! Alright, I feel better about approving the sub now. Nobody can complain after seeing what we just saw.
Huh.
I don't want to hear one sub complaint at all.
Oh.
Yeah, you know Mariah Carey's beating himself up about that one. First
Shen
tower
is,
did go over to...
Shen's gonna get a manhandled this game.
Shouldn't one of them have feats now?
I don't believe so. I think it's
Because
gonna
it was
be
3 kills in
objective.
a tower, right?
It's gonna
Oh
be
no,
objective based.
blue side got the first 3 kills. I really hate that there's no way to see where we're at with the feats minigame in spectator mode.
Both of them have 2 objectives, so next objective up is the Rift Herald.
Yeah, that's a pretty important objective to fight for here, and it looks like Demacia is going to have the first look at it as well. Volibear's actually bot lane. Nano's landing the hook. You gotta keep going. King slam to R. Doesn't even have to use it, or does she? Use? Oh my god. No! She was trying to hold the ult, didn't think she needed it. Bane getting out alive. It's just tragic happening for Bilgewater here.
What a disaster for Bilgewater there, and they are now losing across the board.
Yep, feats have been unlocked. They got the objective. Shen is in a big trouble now. York is just a monster. Unstoppable York jungle here.
Some pretty heavy scalers too here on
Hockey Boy just standing there, trying to get the recall off. Wait,
Oh,
I hate Rise. That was good thinking by Hockey Boys. Remember when you could use a Rise ult to get out and then Hourglass inside the ult to guarantee?
good times. All right, Mariah Carey gonna go in here on to Swain, gonna get
Huge.
a shutdown.
Yeah. Oh, Hemi getting hit by the ghouls here, using all this. Oh my god, this York is a monster.
He wanted to go check for Dragon, but he got hit over the wall, so he should have just known, but he continued moving over.
This Bane is kind of coming online too.
They just
Got
so
the
much
Emilio
gold.
Enchanter behind her. Oh, pulled into the traps. Forced to flash away.
The gold difference is so big right now that it's going to be hard for Bilgewater to take these fights.
Yeah, almost 6,000
Especially
gold
when
behind
they're-
at 18 minutes.
They're getting picked off like they are, walking across the jungle and stuff like that.
Yeah, Hemi forced to burn everything he's got, getting caught up from the York. York has just been kind of massive at just chasing, like just walking
And
people down.
Shen is dead again.
I really like the wall usage on this York here. That's like one of the biggest skill expressions of the champ, if there is any, is how you use the wall. He's been waiting for them to use any of their mobility spells. Once they're trapped inside that, it's just a bunch of little zombie cats jumping on your face. It's not over though. I mean, any game with a Jinx in it is just never over. It only takes one good late game team fight for her to win the game.
That is true. I just don't think we're at the point right now where that's gonna ever happen. 20 minutes into the game, they're down 7k gold, pretty much. She's got one item.
Yeah, I mean,
Shen,
the Vayne's
Shen
up
is
3 kills,
essentially
but
out of the he's been out of the game since like minute 5.
sure,
Pretty
yeah.
unlucky.
The Jinx has been out farming Vayne, so the gold difference in ADCs is only 100 gold. I do think that if Bilgewater can slow this game down enough for Ziggs and Jinx to get to where they need to be. Oh my god. All this one doesn't go anywhere. I think the wall stopped him from getting the full ult distance. That's Otacon going over to Demacia. Wave player on Ziggs is just crazy.
Demacia continues the onslaught here.
Nautilus, don't do it.
Okay, Nautilus gonna try to engage here on the Swain. Hit me neutron.
Maybe doing a lot of damage here.
Okay, Nautilus gonna find another hook. They're gonna get a shutdown here. Not shutdown actually, just a kill.
Oh, use the ult.
Let's see what Arcane Havoc can do. He's going on to Ontario Beetle, who's gonna pick it
Ontario
up.
Beetle. Nice, and he gets the shutdown onto the Vayne. Jinx is popping off, getting very excited. If she can kill this York, it would be crazy. 700 gold shutdown.
All right, that's
big. A sign of life for Bilgewater.
1,700 gold in their pocket right now. Not enough for IE yet.
Yeah, and there's a bounty on this bot turret as well. I think Ziggs just needs to walk up to, like, if you look at mid turret and bot turret, they're both like satchel charge health away from dying.
Ryan Carey's flashing forward here for the rise. Let's see what happens. Not much. He's just gonna walk away.
Oh yeah, Legend is looking to try to get the shutdown here for Arcane Havoc.
Triple daggers into a Spectre's cowl for the Volibear.
This York is so strong, he's just like 2v1ing them.
Yeah, Shen is not tanky at all. Uh-oh, neutron. In a bit of a sticky situation. Let's see how long he can run away from Sua. Can he buy time for Volibear and Nautilus to get there? He cannot. But let's see if Mariah Carey can figure out how to ult over the wall this time. Doesn't need to. Okay,
doesn't
just
have to
take
ult.
him down. The Shen ult ends. Mariah Carey is going to avenge his brother. They're going to lose the mid tower though. On the backside of that, unfortunately. So the Demacia lead grows.
And not too shabby here. Jinx has completed her Infinity Edge. It's going to be a massive more damage coming out of Arcane Havoc in these team fights. If she does get excited, that's the thing about these games, is like you never know. With the gold lead almost seems like it doesn't matter. People just throwing back and forth. Ziggs ulting the dragon. It is the third dragon. Volibear is not really positioning to contest it, but
steal here from Ziggs.
yeah, Himi was trying to get the miracle steal. Now he's just put himself into danger. Satchel charges him back. We got Maiden split pushing top.
Yeah, Demacia just they have just created such a gap here in terms of gold. I don't know how Bilgewater is going to be able to claw their way back into this.
they've kind of stopped the bleeding a little bit. But once they're at 3 dragons now for Demacia, and once they get that 4th dragon with the Otacon buff as well, those infernal procs are going to really, really hurt. Shen kind of losing the 1v1 against Maiden here.
It is it's a sight to see this Shen right now. Not bringing much to the game. That's 60 CS, 64 CS down. They're doing Baron on spawn. Not much Bilgewater can do about this. It might just be a slow bleed out here.
Let's see the Miracle Ziggs ult. Want to see it? I think Ziggs should just like walk up to these mid and bot turrets, just throw a satchel on them and kill them. I think they're both low enough. And that's 2 shutdowns worth quite a bit of gold.
Yeah, they need to do something about these towers. While that take was happening, they could have tried to engage on Swain. They're not being proactive. They'll finally get a tower here.
Here it is. Yep. How much gold? How much of a shutdown is this? There you go. Do literally the same thing bot lane, please. Yeah. Ziggs, you need to go bot lane. There's no point of sharing all this XP and gold.
Yeah, somebody needs to be catching this wave bottom. Rise might just get the tower for free.
Oh my god,
continuing to
please.
hover. The Nautilus hook
Go
is not
bot.
going to
Oh,
land.
they're looking for a fight. Mariah Carey going in.
Okay, going to find the stun on
Gets
the
the
vein.
stun.
Cleanse is
Gets
gonna
the
come
slow.
out.
Flash coming out. Lilio caught. Save the vein temporarily, but there's the Nautilus ult comes through.
Rise is
Shen.
continuing the push. They're going to find Ontario Beetle here. Let's see what Sahara can do. Can he find a hook? No. Maiden's standing in front of him. Maiden is doing a ton of damage. This Swain's going to flash forward in the ult. Swain gonna just ravage through the team as Legend was trying to ult in front of Yorick, and Yorick just wails on him and kills him. 9-0-4. And there's a wave here in the bottom side. I think we might be looking at the end of the game here if they just walk through.
You know, it was a pretty good engage, getting 2 members of Demacia right off the bat, but we're not able to get out fast enough. And Swain saw that the fight was easily winnable once York got there.
Auto onto the. They're going for kills. All right,
man.
game over. Game 1. Going to Demacia. Just looks like.
Where did that go wrong? It was like when York got like his 3rd and 4th kill. Somebody got a shutdown onto Volibear.
Yeah, Mariah Carey
It was
trying his best to breathe life into this Bilgewater team, but the rest of the team just lifeless.
I'm sort of surprised by that Jinx damage there. I thought she was doing more, but not really able to
Outside of the early
do damage in
trades-
these fights.
Yeah, outside of the early trades in lane, Jinx never was in a fight.
Yeah, in the last fight where they did engage onto the vein and all that stuff, Swain just kind of flashed on her and insta-killed her, but I like that they at least attempted something like that at the end there. They lost them the game, but they're probably going to lose regardless, and you got to try something. So.
Yeah, not a great showing from Bilgewater. Mariah Carey tried his best. Could not drag them along, though.
Mariah Carey was looking real good early on. So it started falling a little bit behind as a team in the whole. I don't know if I would let
Still better
this guy
Volibear
play
than what I've
York
seen in
again.
Arcane, though. Didn't get double-digit deaths like every other Volibear.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know really what they picked or banned in the last draft, but I would maybe take the York away from Synopsy.
Yeah, they need to do something about that. They were not prepared at all for Synopsy coming in from the jungle, throwing the arena down. Waiting on a draft link here. Definitely don't think they should go back to the Shen. That did not work out very well.
No.
Ziggs did a lot of damage. Got caught out a little bit, but the Ziggs was pumping out damage.
I feel like the
Bottom
Shen
lane
possibly
was-
could have worked if it built a little different, maybe. Like, don't Shens usually go like a Heartsteel and a Titanic or something?
I don't think that would have mattered.
Just feel like going into that Mage Fire cape is 0 damage, and Swain just kind of heals through anything he does. But either way,
Yeah, I just felt like Bilgewater was outclassed across the board. There's a reason why Bilgewater's at the bottom of the standings and Demacia is near the top.
remember Carey messaged me asking, nobody saw the alt top, right? Yep, nobody saw that. Don't worry. Nobody will remember this forever.
Got ours in the chat here from Demacia. Ready to play. Bilgewater. Maybe he's trying to give a pep talk or something.
I'm giving Bowers with pep talk.
Fizz Caitlyn coming through. Mel, Lulu for Bilgewater. Galio is going to be the ban here, so changing something up. It was a Kale last time. Maybe Demacia is looking to take it first.
Oh, I didn't even see the draft link was up.
Emilio is going to be the last ban for Bilgewater.
I really liked Emilio ban. I think that was I think Emilio is just really, really hard to play against. If it's played well. The Kale getting picked up from Demacia. Legends Kale is scary.
That's Sua.
Going to be doing a whole lot more than the Shen.
Sua's playing Kale. Demacia picked.
What's that? Oh, it's Bilgewater. Okay, they switched sides here. Taking the Kale away from Legends. That's big brain right there.
All right, Lucian Nami is going to be the bottom lane for Bilgewater. Let's see what Demacia will respond with here.
Arcane Havoc saying, I know we're better than you guys bot lane. We're going to go kill you guys in the 2v2 with this kill lane bot.
They're just going to take Yorick again.
Yeah, I mean, what? Why wouldn't you? It worked out so well the last time. They do have the Lucian does have a way to jump over the wall, and his passive double autos are something that's real good against taking down the York balls. I do think that it's going to be a little bit harder to gank the bot lane than it was last time. Nami has really, really good peel against York. Other than, better than the Nautilus, who just pulls him closer or hooks into a wall. Wonder what they're going to play into the Kale. Holy Bear getting picked up again for Mariah Carey. I think it was pretty good the last game, so the Demacia does seem to massively outscale with their comps so far. But Bilgewater's got a lot of early aggression on these three picks.
Zaya coming in for Ontario Beetle. Gonna be real annoying to play into that as Volibear. Rakan's gonna get banned. Take away the synergy. Nasus coming through here. Kale does not
get the Kale ult, the Zaya ult to be able to just avoid so much damage.
Syndra gonna be.
It's gonna be real hard to dive on top of. I wonder if they're gonna ban Kimmy's Ziggs here. The mid lane has not been picked. But banning some of the counters to Kale, I think, is a good idea as well. Olaf. I feel like that would almost just be okay if they picked Olaf. Like, you have so much ways to prevent damage. It's not like Olaf can immune to CC himself through a York wall. Riven being picked by Legend. Have you seen the Legend Riven?
I have not.
I didn't know anybody in BoozeBash played Riven.
Yeah, Riven can kind of turn into a little bit of a raid boss if they get ahead.
Yeah. I think Riven is a crazy good pick here into Kale. She is literally unable to do anything at all early on.
Rom.
You can zone her off of the XP and everything. Braum being picked up here. A lot of like disengage champs here.
And
Yeah,
then you
Vex
get an
as
engage
well.
champ. Okay.
I think Vex is pretty good into this comp so far. Vex.
Hemi plays Vex a lot, so we'll see what the pick is here. Might just be looking at Sigs again though.
It's a pretty decent blind pick. I think Ryze is pretty good into Vex. If you want to go with that again, Vagar. That's pretty safe bet. And I think it goes well for Bilgewater's comp as well, because they don't really have a lot of late game. Vagar can sort of remedy that. Oh yeah, and it's Hemi's Vagar, not used to seeing Hemi play the Vex. Vagar. Bilgewater seems to have the much better lane champions. This should be ahead in every lane in a vacuum. But when it comes to the scaling, this game goes past 25 or 30 minutes, it's going to be bad news for Bilgewater.
My countermeasures
Are you going to do another
even if you
Gamba or should
Yeah,
I?
got it, sorry.
Shall I turn in my badge and rifle as well?
Let's get him in
I recommend skipping.
Oh yeah, we should do the rest of that LOL goal.
What's wrong? Can't take the heat?
Yeah, we'll get to the Luldo after. Let the draft stay on here so everyone can predict. Based on the outcome of last game, I think Demacia is just gonna run over them again. Unless Kale pops off here.
I mean,
Kale, Riven.
I believe.
Somehow manages to pop off.
Yeah, I mean, Riven should have the easiest time against Kale early. But I think the Bilgewater's going to be massively ahead early on, or at least they should be. If they're not, if it gets past 25 minutes, they're gonna be in trouble.
Seriously? Seriously? Lame.
Do not try my patience.
Yeah. And
people fear what they cannot understand.
if this York pops off like he did the last series as well, that's gonna be
I promise.
obviously a problem again. I don't know.
Yeah, they have better champs to run away from him this time. So they got that going for them.
Kind of like you said in the first two comps, like whatever one's easiest to execute. It does look like Demacia has the much easier execute comp here. But Bilgewater,
Pretty straightforward front
if
to
they're able
back.
to perform on these champs, they got a really good shot.
Predictions up, guys. Come on, 10 to 20. What's going on?
I only have 1,000 gold to gamble. Or pints. I lost all my money.
Who's the brokes voting 10? I know you're one of them, Maria Lyra 8. Get out of here. You are the brokey. Time to bet it all again here on this game. Okay, all right. Big bet coming in.
100 plus.
Yeah, whoever's pumping in the points there for Demacia. Okay, okay. Doing 30 at a time. I love this. Yeah, keep it coming.
Whoa, whoa! Got a high roller in the chat. Is everyone giving up on
Points are
Bilgewater? We have no
flocking to
bets for
Bilgewater
Bilgewater?
now. Everyone's trying to get some of the Demacia points.
The odds the odds right now are 1 to 80. If you put 1 pint in here, you'll get 80 times your money. Let's see some bets for Bilgewater. Okay.
Oh
all right.
my!
So,
Oh, who did that? That
this
might be
guy just
ill-advised.
letting the Demacia numbers go up and just slamming it a 7,000 gold
King
bet.
Nazgul coming in, putting some money here on the Bilgewater.
Yeah.
All
Nazgul.
right, let's finish this off here. We'll listen to the quote.
If I command the rivers to flow backward, they shall.
Oh, whoops, guys. Didn't see anything.
Oh man, too easy now. I might not have. Yeah, that's Kled R. I think even if it was gray and upside down at the beginning, I would have seen that. I did not know it was called Charge though. This is Morgana.
Morgana?
Two witches? Blue? What's two little witches? Oh yeah, LeBlanc. That's a good guess. Merrick already did this. He's cheating. That's Space Groove Gwen. I think. Wow, I'm good actually. I
Pro
wasn't
player
sure.
over here. All right, so we are getting in to the game. It's loading in. Pings coming out here again from Demacia.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward all the way to live. I'm at 31, 2.
Yep, there too.
30
Yeah.
seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah.
Space Groove Orin. That's embarrassing. Let me just screenshot this
How do
real
you-
quick.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah.
Already a 10 gold lead for Demacia, so it's not looking good for Bilgewater. Demacia able to ping 2 wards.
All right, so it's just a standard 5-point there. Wards came out on the bottom side. We are Ready? Oh, whoops. To lane. Let's see what we got here. Can the Bilgewater team be aggressive enough to get some leads here? Watch them kind of flounder the entire time. Legend already going in here on Hockey. Oh, look, it's Hockey Boy's top.
Yeah, I think this is a really good idea to switch to mid and top here. Riven, way easier to deal with if you're Vex. And I don't think Himmy's going to be able to punish Hale.
About to be level 2 here for the bottom lane of Bilgewater. They're going to go in and get some damage off. Good trade
It's a lot
there.
of damage onto Ontario. Yeah.
Let loose the flame.
Riven has Ignite here too. They should swap. Don't know when they're going to. York looking already to make some movement on the map. Clears topside jungle coming in for Hemi Neutron.
Did Hemi level ball? He did.
Gonna have to use flash.
Got flash. He doesn't
maybe
flash. Oh! Does flash, but it's too late. Oh
Why
my.
does he wait? Why does he wait there? You're not getting out without flashing. And now he just burns it for no reason. Still dies. It's unfortunate. I'd like to see him just TP top here and let Riven come down mid.
Yeah, if he doesn't go top, it's a mistake. I think. Riven just needs to wipe out this wave and start walking mid, right? I don't know. Maybe they think that maybe Riven thinks she can punish the Vex just as much, but
Some Synopsy hate in the chat right now. What's going on, guys? Come on.
and we got some Vandal City players in the chat.
They're gonna find an engage there on the Suo, who's gonna be forced to flash. That's how you do it, Himmy. Take notes.
Yeah.
Okay, Riven looking to get some damage onto Hockey Boys, just loses 60% of her health bar instead.
Please swap lanes again.
Yeah, they really needed to, especially when Himmy died early there. Bottom lane, also, they pick an aggressive lane like Lucian Nami, and they are just kind of getting manhandled right now.
Yeah, I'm sort of surprised that we're not finding a more of a lead here. Volibear is posturing towards the dragon and start it right on spawn, possibly.
They did have Yorick, Vision of Yorick in the topside jungle, so pretty good move here from Mariah Carey. Bottom lane's going to shove in, come over there and help him. Playing a dangerous game, standing there in between the tower and the wall there, Legend.
And Legend, you could be getting so much more done. He's keeping up in CS and everything, but like Bilgewater does not want to be going even against this team. They get outscaled like crazy. Riven does hit 6. Well, able to flash stun.
There we go. Okay.
Secure the kill. Nice play by Riven there, taking advantage of those level up timers.
And then the bottom
catches Hockey Boys off guard. Yeah.
All right. Riven's on the board. Let's see if she can push the advantage now. TP gonna come in from Vex. She'll get 6 relatively soon off this wave.
Nice. Let's just go mid. Himmy needs the back anyways.
Yeah, Void Grub's up. Himmy Neutron on the map. 0 mana. TP takes so long. This is pretty much just... They're not even gonna contest. Okay. Legend going in already. Vex doesn't have the fear. It's going to come up now. Recharges really fast against Riven. Void Grub's just going to go over for free. Volibear going to do a cursory glance. They die, but Volibear still wastes the ward in the pit. Unlucky. And the bottom lane aren't able to take advantage of the fact that Braum was not there for the last minute. They're kind of asleep at the wheel here. All right, Volibear looking to get some.
No flash on Vex.
Gonna flash. They're gonna find another kill here. Good gank there from Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I like it. Flashed over the fear. Getting this Vex pretty far behind, getting the Riven ahead is going to be really important. That makes up. They were down about 500 gold or so, but now Bilgewater finds them a little bit of a gold lead here. I'm just afraid it's not going to be enough.
Here they go. The double bubble. Okay, Arcane Havoc gonna get the kill. Ontario Beetle is level 6. Duo being by himself in the lane, but it's not gonna matter. They're
Go Lucian, go Lucian.
Oh no, they can't get the kill.
It's still extremely good for the bot lane here. All the summoners used. Braum was not able to get the exhaust off. I wonder if that would have been enough to keep him alive.
I don't think so.
Lucian just alting the wave here.
Didn't kill it.
He's trying to get this wave in before he backs. It's taking him so long that it's almost pointless.
Sua taking a good amount of poke here. Gonna start fighting back. Those Vigor cooldowns are quite long. Alright, Carey's here.
Kale almost has her flash back up. Oh, that stopped Lucian's back. It would have been terrible.
That was so close. Where's Nami going? Huh.
Riven is kind of scary, huh?
Yeah, Riven is going.
Oh, she kind of messed up that last bit of it, but it still gets the kill.
The Ignite doesn't you just gets the kill? Okay, Riven putting on the show right now. 2-0-1. Let's see if she can take over the game.
Did cancel an auto attack in that little all in at the top there, but far enough ahead to get the kill anyways with Ignite.
Gonna have to flash out. Does not.
Flash over the wall, Riven. Oh, it's to the wall. Sua going down, using flash. Things are looking up for Bilgewater.
Pings into the top side jungle. Dragon is coming up soon though. Yorick they knew was on the map. They're looking to find him
maybe.
Here.
They do have a huge numbers advantage in this top lane.
35 seconds here on the Void Grubs. Lucian is just going to clear
Lucian
the wave
alting into the Baroque Shield. Yeah, if they're not able to do anything to Lucian with the 2v1 bot here, it's just real good luck for Bilgewater.
Nami should just stay up here at this point. Riven's not here. Let's see what's going to go on.
Yeah, they've kind of lost their priority. Kale got the mid push in. He cannot leave that wave to die under turret.
Oh, they're
being damage onto Braum.
Flashes over the wall. Volibear's just running back and forth in between. Doesn't know what to do. They're just
help your Veigar.
They're losing the fight because the indecisiveness Oh my, that was tragic to watch. Vex is going to find an engage here. Arcane Havoc's
Riven.
here though. Legend going in the backline. Can't quite get a kill. Going to keep trying to push. Arcane Havoc chasing down Hockey Boys. Going to find the kill.
Yeah, Legend coming in here, getting a lot of damage down, killing the York. At least pushing off the rest of Demacia. As you said, Lucian's able to pick up the kill onto Hockey Boys.
Tower should go over to Ontario Beetle here though.
Yeah, that's actually not. That's pretty good for Demacia. If he just gets the soul gold solo plates, and if he gets this first tower,
And they picked up a Void Grub too. So.
that I think that might.
Wait a minute.
Lucian!
Okay, Arcane Havoc.
Havoc. He should have his E up again soon, but gets stunned. Huge shutdown? Or is that a shutdown for the KO?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
211
Was it?
gold
Oh,
shutdown for KO. Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty worried for Vandal City, even though a lot of this is looking good for them. They're going to need to be further ahead because they're getting outscaled like crazy.
You Bilgewater, your Vandal City Jord.
Oh, yeah. Bilgewater.
Oh no, hit me Neutron.
Enemy.
Throws his ult into the Kale ult. Man.
This companion for Vagar is pretty interesting.
Alright, Hockey Boy's gonna get the fear soon. Let's see if he can double up
Gary.
here. Yes, gonna live. They're looking to find Tahala here. He's gonna cast his ult. Wait, the little minion, the little gremlin's going after him. He's gonna barely live. Bear was topside too, so we might just see Yorick go onto the dragon here. I'm surprised they invested the resources in the topside when dragon was up.
Yeah, and Vex doing a good job there, not dying to the Bear, drawing a lot of pressure. It's gonna be a free dragon going over to Demacia, and I think they should have put more focus onto that as dragon as well. Just buys you more time when Demacia can't get the dragon soul early. Or rather, it buys Demacia more time that you can't end
Riven
with dragon
looking
soul.
to go in, just gonna get feared out. Uh-oh, gotta be careful. Vex has
He's got a
ult.
flash.
Oh!
Swan's under turret.
Oh!
Gets the ult. Gets the ult.
Gonna get the kill. Oh my, okay. Okay, Legend.
Yep. Yeah, that could have been a lot worse. Able to trade back the kill.
Oh, Ontario Beetle is a little high up
Lucian,
here. Lucian coming in.
Lucian needs to work
whiffing
on the
ult
aim
and-
there. It's pretty hard to hit ult at like the sideways angle like that. I wonder what Lucian builds second. I watched a skill cap video about Lucian. It's like a 2 or 3% increased win rate for building IE second instead of Essence Reaver or something. Or no, Quicksilver. What is that item called? Quick Blades.
Navori quickly.
Yeah, usually Lucians build that second or something, but apparently going IE after Essence Reaver is the way to go, so I wonder what...
Okay, Lucian looking for an engage here
Oh.
onto Ontario Beetle, but just gets his ass beat instead.
Yeah.
Dandelion and Yorick. Okay, they're moving in. Oh wait, we got a
they're
flash here.
flashing.
Mariah Carey on the Hockey Boys. He's trying to chase him down. Here comes the ult. Hockey Boy's gonna flash away himself. Synopsy and Dandelion coming in. You walked into the wrong
could be a
neighborhood,
huge-
Volibear. I don't think
This
you're
could be
getting
huge
out
for
of this
Riven.
one. They're gonna try to find Legend here too. A double kill
Oh
coming
my
over. for the Demacia side. Ontario Beetle dies on the back end of it though, so a 2-for-1 trade overall here for Demacia, and they're gonna get the Rift Herald as well.
Lucian able to avoid the
Kale
Vex ult,
just-
luckily. Meanwhile, Kale's just been...
Oh,
Yeah, Kale's just free farming down
Kale
there. Not
said-
to towards top to get the top turret as well.
so Gale gets the bottom tower, gets about half damage onto the tier 2, and then says, I'll just keep you
Vex.
top.
The Vex hasn't even completed an item yet and is already chunking freaking Havoc for a quarter of his health with one ability.
With the Rift Herald, the feats go over to Demacia. They're going to try to find Hockey Boys here. Flash from him in Neutron. Going to miss all of his
Just
abilities.
arms! Oh, he doesn't have arms. He
Arms
misses
not up.
everything.
Tahala is going to go down to Ontario Beetle, and this is a disaster for Bilgewater. Hockey Boys
Hitting
doesn't even die.
flashes, not able to get the kill.
Doesn't land a single ability. He might actually just die here as Braum is chasing him down. Tags him with the passive. Sua comes in with the Hex Gate. Let's see what they can do. Mariah Carey running for his life.
Carey
under
might
the
be dead
tower.
now.
Ontario
Oh,
Beetle gonna
no.
take the kill, and then Sua is gonna flash in for a kill here.
Yeah, this Kale is officially online. 4-1-1. Nearly has the death cap. Once you get that death cap, it's pretty bad, but it's actually OP broken once she hits the Lishbane third item. Oh, he's going for the kill onto the Vex. You hate to see it.
If I'm Legend, I'm throwing the FF vote up after that.
Yeah. I really dislike that they didn't follow the lane swap, or at least attempt to switch after. I just think Legend could be much further ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the entire series, it just feels like Bilgewater has been asleep at the wheel. Alright, Hockey Boys in a very precarious situation. Gonna go down there in the middle of the cage. So they do get a kill, but Hockey Boys gets the tier 2 tower.
This Zaya is becoming a problem as well. Maybe Neutron getting shredded.
Demacia, here comes the ult
Oh
from
my
Ontario Beetle.
They're just in the middle of so many champions here.
He is on a killing spree.
Yeah, now they are 9,000 gold behind into a scaling comp. I don't know how they can win this game. York is kind of doing crazy damage to this Volibear already as well. We're just building the armor pen second, which is pretty interesting. I don't see a ton of armor coming through just yet. I guess I like it better than the quick blades.
And the second dragon for Demacia here. No steal attempt.
York's sitting on 1,800 gold right now. Gonna go do his red before he backs. Demacia just doesn't look like they... Yeah, the bot lane just invading Volibear right now. Takes away the Gromp, gets the snare, forcing
There's
Volibear's
the
ult
Braum
out.
ult. They're gonna
The
find
shield
the
comes
kill.
through.
Oh no. It's a disaster there. Mariah Carey just not allowed to farm in peace. Down 40 CS. And the topside tier 2
Mariah Carey-
tower going over here as well, as Legend has to run away.
Oh,
And Bilgewater
Right.
is just getting they are getting
Right, Carey
Chaser
kind
on
of
the map.
greedy, is keeping his ult, but had to use it anyways. If he had just ulted the Zaya snare, it could have gotten out, but just kind of doesn't really matter what they do at this point. They're just getting hyper outscaled.
Okay, Ontario Beetle forced to use the ult. Let's see what he can do. Arcane Havoc maybe going to get a kill here. Had popped the barrier. Never mind. Ontario Beetle dodging everything he needs to. Gets a triple kill. Otacon goes over as well. And you got to think that the game will be ending soon here. This has been a disaster series for Bilgewater.
Yeah, Braum actually
Legend.
shielded the Veigar
Let's see what
ult
he can
full
do.
damage.
Mariah Carey gonna flash forward, get a stun off. They will get a shutdown there. Might be a little too late though.
Yeah, it's going to take a massive throw for Demacia to lose this. TP coming through, that's a Kale. Riven doesn't have ult. Oh my god, that Kale is fast. She's got completed item. Nashor's Tooth Death Cap is huge. Mariah Carey's not allowed to be in his jungle. It's not his jungle anymore.
York just gonna take the top side tower here too.
Yep, Vexalt going wide. Braum wants this kill on Mariah Carey. Oh, gets the trade back in a 235 gold shutdown onto Braum.
Okay, the flash forward, the bubble misses. Hockey Boy's gonna flash out of the Veigar cage. Sua is here, not yet level 16. Gonna go back down the bottom
Oh
lane to
my
farm.
God.
Should get it soon. Hockey Boy's
It
being
feels like
chased down
Timmy's
by
not able to
Timmy.
do anything in these fights.
It's a 12k gold lead, 23 minutes into the game.
That's a big gold lead.
Bilgewater's going to have to play some big tower defense here if they want to stick around. Demacia already up 1-0 in the series. York. This is Jungle York, by the way, just split pushing top here. Okay, Tahala. Alright, let's see what you can do. The stun is going to come out the cage from both champions that have one. Nothing comes of it. York walks away scot-free. Legend, half health already.
Yeah, Legend, is he close to completing a second item? Not a single person from Bilgewater has a second item
Just
except
the
for...
Volibear and the Lucian.
Oh yeah, Volley's got it.
Kale is level 16.
Yeah, it's almost a 4,000 gold lead for the Kale against Veigar right now. And that's just not what you want to see.
Okay,
That's
3-on-1
scary.
here in the top side. Synopsis is going to try to flash away and run. They're going to go down. Let's see if bottom side they can do anything. Demacia to get a return here. Hockey Boy's just hitting the mid tower. Dandelion comes in. Here comes the Yorick ult, or the Lucian ult. I don't know why I said Yorick. Volibear gonna flash or ult forward here. He's just getting chunked down though. Nami's gonna hit all three, but Kale is here. Hockey Boy's ult's in, gonna pick up one, gonna pick up two. Here comes the third charge, gonna get a third kill. Sua cutting backwards here. This should be the end of the game here. I don't know how you stop the
Look at how
Kale.
much damage
Legend.
this does.
They say legends never die. Not today, though. Legend going down. Fourth death of the game. And they have their sights set here on the bottom side tower. Should have been on the Nexus turrets, but they are just going to take all they can. Maybe some fantasy points. Maybe they're trying to get some fantasy points in here for somebody.
The gold differences in all these champs is just hard to look at. Like Himi is down 5,000 gold from Kale. 3 to 4,000 on your
The
jungle.
gold is crazy.
Game has not ended yet, but I don't see it lasting too much longer. 20 stack Medjais on Kale. I think Kale just seems to be a broken champion. Got nearly 10 CS a minute. Just really strong.
Well, they didn't swap.
They
didn't put the
I
Riven
cannot believe
into
they
the
didn't
Kale.
swap.
And then they just left Kale alone in the side lanes the entire game. Damn, Ontario beat us short IRL. Short Kings. Unite out there, guys. You got this. Start a revolution. I'll be like a silent backer for you. Okay, the assault onto the tower here. The Nexus towers, pretty much just uncontested. Legend gonna go in, die again. Here we go. Bilgewater just throwing away fantasy points. Play for KDA, guys. Have something.
God.
Come on.
Kale's gonna die to
GG's.
this. Oh, he didn't even get targeted.
Some say the MVP vote was already made, ready, about 15 minutes ago. I don't know who did that though. Well, that was a series.
Yeah, looks like we get to a nice early night.
Hope everyone enjoyed themselves here in this swift 2-0. Could have captains come in for an interview if they want. Look at the Vex damage. Ontario Beetle has been putting up insane scores against everybody not named Noxus. Just no life in the Bilgewater team. They are floundering. Fading fast. Taking a look at the standings. Nobody has updated the standings in almost 2 weeks now. Gotta wonder about that. As Noxus should be first place. Still says Demacia is undefeated. These damn mods, man. Can't get him to do anything, am I right, guys? They updated Piltover and Zon, but didn't update the Demacia and Noxus. What's going on here? Hello? Mods? Can anybody get these standings updated? I guess we're not going to have a captain's interview. Nobody's showing up. I'm okay with that. Nobody wants to come in. It's alright.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey.
Well, I gotta go.
He gets,
Great
he
game.
gets nervous
Great
around me.
games. That was
Thank you.
pretty lopsided. Swift
Lots
2-0.
of fun.
Yeah. Just total annihilation.
Yeah, I mean,
Across the
we
board.
we kind of felt like we won in draft both games, and then it
Yeah,
just went from there.
See, I thought they had the better draft in the first game. It looked like an easier comp to execute, I think. But then they just inted, so didn't matter what the champions were. Yeah.
Yeah.
This game though
Yeah,
was
I
just,
mean, it kind of went as we thought when they were picking, and then so we kind of had that was kind of our plan, and it worked out well.
mhm.
We thought.
No, I mean it worked. You guys are all pretty much on comfort champions. Sue obviously was playing Swain, which I don't know if he plays a lot, but
I was playing Braum.
no, in the first
Not
game.
quite a.
Yeah. Yeah, Braum. Some of those Braum ults. Yeah, those are pretty good. Blocking the
those
Lucian
ones
ult
were
with the
good.
shield, you were ready for it.
Mhm.
Braum
Yeah.
looked good.
Agreed. Thank you. That was all Beetle's idea. He may have been overextending that game and just kind of getting caught a lot, but the rest of us really made up for it.
Yeah, okay. Everyone's just a hater of Ontario Beetle in the chat.
Now, I'm
On the
Ontario Beetle's
team.
#1 fan, but I see it,
I don't know. I
You
don't
don't
know.
know.
Himmy not gonna show his face. That's okay. You got a lot to learn, buddy. You got to get back to the drawing board. Bilgewater's not doing too hot right now.
Can't show all your secrets.
At least show some. At least
What?
show some. Try to win.
What Dandy meant to say is he left me to die.
Oh, there we go. All
I'm
right.
not gonna overextend.
Here's Ontario Beetle. Okay, all right. 10-2 on that Zaya. That was crazy.
Thought I'd come in here
enabled.
and let you guys know Dandy literally said, "I'll go balls to the wall for my mid and top, and I'll leave you to die."
That's
Being
unfortunate.
overextended because he's overextended, you know.
And then he goes, "I'm a KDA player." Goes and dies mid.
And then they needed
Wow.
me.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. You pretty much dumpstered them from start to finish. Maybe the beginning of the first game, they maybe had a chance. Volibear was kind of popping off early, but York was going just as hard there. Just yeah, just
Good game.
Good game. Good bounce back after the Noxus loss
Synopsies
last
are
week.
short king in the jungle.
Not that, no, there's more short kings out there.
From the short king himself,
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Grant.
All right. Okay, so they updated the standings here, but they didn't include this game. They just did last week's. Guys, Demacia just won. Please.
They need to wait for it to be like finalized.
You don't need to wait for it to be finalized.
Look, I put the results up. They can go look at the results now, and then they can go do that. You know, because like our game just happened.
I'm
and
turning the stream off.
No, listen. Our game just happened, so I went and instantly put up the results, like instantly, because like it's like I just happened. You know what I mean? So I think that's a pretty easy thing to do right
Yeah,
after
I'm
the
ending
game.
the stream. GG, Demacia, easy 2-0. It looked like it probably felt
GG.
easy, I'm sure too. You guys played great. Bilgewater did not, and GG.